Brynn, we are so excited that you'll be joining us next year. Looking forward to skiing with you, and welcome to MSA. Unfortunately, we won't be skiing together for a while, but we figured we'd just take a look at one of your runs from last year and look forward to next season. This is Bromley first run. Came in second place. Did a great job. Let's check it out.
MSTC, number 20.
When you get a little bit of sun, it makes you feel good, and then you know how it faces north, it goes away. So when you get the last half of the guys, the second run, you're back in the cold.
All right, did a good job. You got some nice fundamentals. Something we really can't wait to work with and improve on. And we'll just talk about a couple things we're going to work on next year. Obviously, we can't really focus too much on this right now, but your technique is pretty good. You generally square down the hill, have a pole plant, not all the time, but sometimes. So we're going to work on a nice forward pole plant consistently every time at the end of the turn. Pole plant should be at the end of the turn. Helps us in the transition. Helps us get more forward. So your pole plant tends to be just a little bit late. We're going to speed that up a little earlier at the end of the turn. Number two, we're not going to stand up as tall in between turns. Right? So we don't extend in the middle of the turn in the transition. We actually do the opposite called retraction, but we'll go over that next year. Right? The extension here just gets you a little late getting ready for this next turn. Your line, and it could be because we're just a little late, is kind of a little straight. So you have a lot going on below the gate. You can see all that spray there. Right? So your turn looked more like the letter J. So here's the gate. You came in and going a little straight at it and then turned below a lot. Right? And we're looking to have a little more comma shaped. We're going to go out and bring more turn shape back to the pole, we call it, and finish at the gate with direction done. So more of our turn up above here. And there you're popping up again. Delay here. Now, generally speaking, it looks like you're, in the front of the boot and carving, which is great, but sometimes we do get a little on our heels, like right there. You see yourself on the, really kind of sitting back, and I kind of threw you out of balance. Still kind of trying to get the balance back, trying to find the front of the boot. A forward pole plant would help. We didn't really have a pole plant. We'll touch there, but a nice forward pole plant would help us get back recentered and rebalanced. Still kind of on your heels, as you can see. Here still, as I mentioned before, I think we're generally, carving on the outside ski, but here we got a little on the inside, so you can see your ski tips all of a sudden widen there. So that you got the weight on the inside. So the inside skis is arcing. Outside skis kind of running straight. Wasn't really coming around, so eventually you just had to kind of chuck them sideways. Had to hop around that gate. So generally speaking, we're going to work on outside ski to outside ski, being in the front of the boot, being forward, having a nice forward pole plant. Right? Bringing a little more turn shape back to the pole, turning a little more above the pole. Right? And carving more the top of the turn. You came in here, kind of chucked them a little sideways and carving, and that kind of put you out of balance. Skidding, sometimes we have to do it, but skidding can put us out of balance. If you think about it, you're riding your bike and you hit some dirt and you skid on a turn while you're turning your bike, you're out of balance. And that's what happened here. It's sometimes hard to control, but all this stuff we really don't have to worry about right now. We're going to work on all this next year. Looking forward to meeting you first off and skiing with you all next year. So Coach Brian says have a great summer. Be active. Keep working out and get into shape. And we can't wait for next season.